Based on fake news, fake news. We don't have fake news here, we have real news. Uh, so my brief speech is titled, Is Daddy in Nigeria? As a journalist myself, my dad has given me his shoes several times, but my legs are too big for them, literally speaking. But yeah, literally speaking, I have big feet. But metaphorically, his shoes are too big for me. Because of that, everywhere I walked, from Prince Emeka Obasi's Hallmark newspaper to New Telegraph, I tried to keep a low profile and let my work speak for me, not my father's name. I also wanted to avoid unnecessary pressure. I remember while working for Dr. Victoria Iban, former General Secretary of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, she's seated here today, as a pioneer staff of the next edition. It took her 5 months to know who my dad was. Prior to then, she used to praise me for my writing. Yusuf, you write very well, your work rate and everything. But the moment she found out who my dad was, she called me to our office one day and said, Yusuf, I want you to write like a newswatch man. Go and study your father. Study Mr. Soji Akiminadi. Study Mr. Dan Agbese. Study Mr. Reiku. In my mind, I was like, oh, can't with this. But I took the advice seriously. And I think I have become a better writer because of it. So before I go on, let me explain how the title of this speech came about. Peter Enauro, in his book, How to Be a Nigerian, said, there is a way that we Nigerians like to behave. But I didn't get this title from him. I got it from one of my brothers, whose name is Abdulaziz. The same brother whom I've gotten several catchy titles and headlines from, just by having conversation with him. He once asked, is Daddy in Nigeria? The question came about when the cable transmitting electricity to our father's house many years ago got disconnected due to heavy rainfall. We thought it was something any electrician could fix in a jiffy. But Daddy said, no, let's call the NEPA people to come and fix it. It's not the job of an electrician. We said, but Daddy, many people call electricians for such problems. And he replied, well, we are not many people. He didn't mind using the generator until the NEPA people came 2 days later. When we left his room, my brother turned to me and asked, Papa, are you sure that is in Nigeria? And honestly, I wondered the same. To cut the story short, when the NEPA officials eventually came, they tried to reconnect the cable, but ended up blowing up the prepaid meter along with several electronics in the house. The team of repairers that day was led by a man named Obasanjo. I think that was why my dad didn't take it up with the ogas at the top. He and Obasanjo later became friends. I guess if the man had the name of another leader, that might not have been the case. So I want to use this occasion to answer the question for my brother, myself, and many others who might have asked the same question either out loud or silently in their minds. So let me answer by sharing 3 events. One, during my NYC days in Ibadan in 2012, while returning home one evening after CDS, I heard Orlando Was Music playing from a lounge. The legendary highlife musician, Orlando. Okay, that's the song. So as I listened, I heard the names MK Abiola, Dele Giwa, and then something sounded like Yakubu Mohammed. I went into the lounge and begged the DJ to rewind the track. Some men sitting nearby shouted, DJ, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Why are you disrupting the flow? But the DJ obliged. When that part came again, I heard my dad's name clearly. The men asked, who was it to me? And I said, that's my father. Their faces lit up, and they forced me to sit down with them and brought me a plate of pepper soup. They began telling me stories about Newswatch, how they were drawn to reading and writing because of the swagger of the Newswatch men. Those men in Ibadan that day were Nigerians. So yes, that is in Nigeria. Secondly, his reception on social media, especially Twitter. When I posted his picture for his 70th birthday 5 years ago, it was warmly received by Nigerians from all walks of life. In fact, when President Mohammed issued a statement to celebrate him, someone who was unhappy with the government at the time commented, so Buhari fit celebrate this kind man? For all Buhari's shortcomings, he was surprised and impressed. His picture with MK Abiola, the one close to the plane, which has become iconic, garnered 1 million views and thousands of likes and reposts. From Maiduguri to Bayelsa, from Enugu to Bomosho, Nigerians celebrated him and spoke about the impact he and his Newswatch colleagues had in reading, writing, and even in their sense of style. Someone once said, referring to that iconic picture, if that's your father, then your father is Eddie Murphy. So again, yes, Daddy is a Nigerian. So the third one, like the popular saying goes, the last but not the least. Everyone gathered here today is here to celebrate a man like him. And the people here, like the ones I have mentioned earlier, are Nigerians. Some argue that decency, humility, intellectualism, and self-respect, values my father embodies, have become old school. Many have lost hope and believe the only way such values can be respected is by leaving the country. Japa. But to every young person here today, students of NIJ, students of mass communication Unilag, and to those who will read about this event later, I say this. This moment is proof that these values are still cherished in today's Nigeria, and that should give you hope. This event could easily be called a celebration of hope. And the thing about hope is that it doesn't have to be 100%. Even if it's 10%, a sliver of it is enough for us to build on. Thank you.